Hello students, today we are going to discuss our fifth chapter of supplementary 9th class book, and the name of the chapter is The Happy Prince, and it is written by Oscar Wilde. Introduction. So what is the story of the chapter we will discuss here? The story is about a prince. When the prince was alive, he was very happy. After his death, a big statue of his was erected on a pedestal. From there, the statue of prince could see the entire city, and at that time he saw the miseries of the people. He saw the poor people, the homeless, their hunger and starvation. The prince was sad to see all these miseries, sadness of people. So, in this chapter, we will study the story of this prince. Little Swallow on Statue. Before explaining this story, I would like to tell you about the character of this chapter. So, there are mainly two characters, that is Happy Prince and the another one is Swallow. So this is the story of a statue and a swallow bird who became friends just because both have soft and kind hearts. The statue is that of Prince who lived a life of all the luxuries and comforts and died peacefully. It was only after his death that his statue was stood on a tall pillar. It was all covered with gold, and there was a ruby on the hilt of his sword. His eyes were made of precious sapphire. Sapphire, it means that precious jewel, or you can say that precious stones. One day a swallow came to the prince. He was going to Egypt. He flew all the day long, and at night he arrived at the city. He saw the statue of Happy Prince and decided to spend the night there. So he alighted between the feet of Happy Prince. As he was about to go to sleep, a few drops of water fell on him. He looked up and found that there were tears in the eyes of the statue. The swallow asked the Happy Prince why he was weeping. So the prince told him about his tale. Happy Prince tale. So let's see that what was the tale, what was the story. The Happy Prince told the swallow that once he lived in a palace. He was very happy as he had not seen any poverty. He did not know what sorrow was, and so his courtiers also called him the Happy Prince. After his death, his statue was set up on a tall pillar. Now he could see the city with all its miseries. He could see sorrows around him. So this misery made him sad. Seamstress' son in trouble. The prince told the swallow that there was a poor house in a little street. In this house, a poor woman lived who worked as a seamstress. One could see needle marks on her hands. She was embroidering flowers on a satin gown which belonged to the queen's loveliest maid. She was to wear it at the court ball. The seamstress' son was ill and was crying for oranges. But the mother was too poor to buy oranges for him. So the Happy Prince wanted to help that woman, but he could not move. So he requested the swallow to remove the ruby from his sword and take it to the poor woman. The swallow hesitated because he was going to Egypt and he could be late. His friends were waiting for him. The prince asked him to stay for a one night more. Good-hearted Swallow agreed. He removed the ruby from the sword and took it to the woman's house. He put the ruby on the table. He also fanned the boy's forehead with his wings. The boy felt good and slept peacefully. Then the swallow came back to the prince. He was quite cold. It means it was quite cold, but the swallow felt warm. The prince told him that it was the warmth of his good action. Sapphire for the young playwright. So this was the last night when he had helped the woman. Now the next night the swallow went to say goodbye to the prince. But he requested the swallow to stay for one more night as he wanted to help a young man. He was very poor and was trying to write a play for the director of theatre. It was very cold and he had no firewood to keep him warm. The prince asked the swallow to take a sapphire from one of his eye and take it to the young man. The swallow began to weep, but the prince ordered him to take his sapphire to the young man. The swallow obeyed the prince. He took the sapphire to the young man. The young man looked at the sapphire. He became very happy. He hoped to finish the play now. Help for the match girl. At night, the swallow went to the prince. Now he wanted to take leave of him. But the prince requested him to stay for one more night. Now he wanted to help a poor match girl. All her matches had fallen into the gutter. She was weeping as her father would beat her if she did not bring any money home. She had no shoes or stockings and her head was bare. The happy prince asked the swallow to take his other sapphire to the girl. The swallow said that it would make him completely blind, but he had to obey the prince. He took the sapphire to the girl and she became happy. Swallow stays with the prince. Now the prince had become blind. So the swallow decided to stay with the prince forever. The prince asked the swallow to fly over the city and tell him what he saw there. The swallow saw that the rich were making merry, but the poor were miserable. He saw hungry children. There were two boys. They were laying in each other's arm. They were trying to keep other warm. The swallow told all this to prince. The prince told the swallow to take off his gold leaves one by one. He should distribute these among the poor and suffering people. The swallow obeyed the prince. The poor children got food and clothes. They became happy. But the prince looked ugly. The mayor's reaction. Soon there was snow. The little swallow felt very cold, but he did not leave the prince. The next morning, the mayor of the city passed that way. He looked at the statue of the happy prince. It looked ugly. The statue was no longer useful, so he ordered it to be pulled out. In the same way, when there was too cold, so the swallow, he did not survive. He kissed the happy prince and fell down dead. The prince became very sad. The leaden heart of the prince broke into two. Now when the mayor saw the statue of the happy prince and it looked ugly, so the statue was no longer useful. He ordered it to be pulled down. It was melted in a furnace, but the leaden heart did not melt, so it was thrown into a dustbin. The dead swallow was also lying there. Place in paradise. God sent one of his angels to bring him the two most precious things from the city. The angel brought him the dead swallow and the leaden heart of the prince. God praised the angel for his choice. He said that these two things were fit for paradise. God put the bird to sing in the garden of his paradise, and the happy prince shall praise him in the city of gold. So, this is the story and the main character of this chapter. Now, let's revise about the question answer of this chapter. So, the first question is, why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Is he really happy? What does he see all around him? So, why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? The prince lives in the palace where sorrow is not allowed to enter. He does not know what tears are. He is really happy. He sees beautiful things all around him which make him happy. So, is he really happy? What does he all around? So, that's why the courtiers call him the happy prince. Next question. Why does the happy prince send a ruby for the seamstress? What does the swallow do in the seamstress house? The seamstress is a poor lady. Her son is suffering from fever and is asking his mother to give him oranges. But she was nothing to give him except the river water. The boy is crying, so the happy prince sent a ruby for the seamstress. The little swallow takes the ruby from the prince's sword and flies away with it. He reaches the poor woman's house and goes in. He puts the ruby on the table and flies around the boy's head, fanning him with his wings. Question number 3. For whom does the prince set the sapphire and why? The happy prince had two beautiful sapphires as his eyes. He sends one sapphire to a poor playwright who is so hungry and cold that he could not do any writing work. The prince sent the other sapphire for a little match girl. All her matches are spoiled because they fell into the gutter. Her father will beat him if she goes home without any money. Question number 4. What does the swallow see when it flies over the city? The swallow flies over the city on the request of the happy prince. He sees the rich making merry in their beautiful houses, while the beggars sitting at the gates. He sees white faces of starving children in the dark lanes. Under the archway of a bridge, he sees two hungry children also. Question number 4. What does the swallow see when it flies over the city? That we had already discussed. Question number 5. Why did the swallow not leave the prince and go to Egypt? The prince had given the sapphires to his eyes to the poor people. Now he was blind. The swallow felt sad for him. He loved him for his kindness. So he decided to stay with him forever. Question number 6. What are the precious things mentioned in the story and why are they precious? The leaden heart of the happy prince and the dead body of the little swallow are the precious things mentioned in the story at the end. Why they are precious? They are precious because they are filled with kindness and compassion for others. Now the little bird shall sing sweet songs forever in God's garden of paradise, and the happy prince shall praise him. I hope, student, that you have got the idea about this chapter. Thank you.